Hey everyone, this is Coach Dana with Saturate Saturday with Coach Dana. We are really excited to be here on today. I have to tell you, I've done so much today that I hope this is not too loud. I've done so much today that I am really exhausted, but I accomplished a lot and I am grateful for the time that I had on today. Usually on Saturday mornings, I do every other Saturday. I do things with my mom, and sometimes we do a little extra shopping that we shouldn't do. But um, I'm thankful. I'm thankful that we got that time in. I'm thankful uh, that we took advantage of a sale, and this is coming into a question that I've had from different people throughout the week, and sorry, we got some more questions coming in. Anyway, what we've done, we did a lot of shopping, but we took advantage of some sales. We went over to Big Lots, and when we got the sales from the Big Lots, we were able to save quite a bit. And it was really one second here. This is funny. I swear, for quite some time, those of you that have been with me with Saturate Saturday for the past few weeks, the camera has never looked this good. So it's really funny to me. I can see myself, and I'm just like, my camera has never looked this good. It's funny. Anyway, what I want to say is we took advantage of some sales, and one thing that happens for me, especially being Coach Dana, is I like to share with you what we've learned as far as couponing and as far as when saving money, because basically that's what Coach Dana does. That's what I do. Okay, I tell people how to save their money. I show people how to be financially stable. And why do I do that? Well, I've done that because that's where I was at one time. That's what I've been doing at one time. That's what I know, being broke. So when I look at everything and I talk to everybody about being in saving the money, I want to take advantage of it. So today when my mom and I went over to Big Lots, we both have the club card, and we got the email that said everything in the store is 20% off if you have the club card. It means everything in the store. And so you just had to show your card or give them your telephone number, which was no big deal. But when we went in the store, we noticed that there was a lot of sales, additional sales, that we didn't know anything about. I mean, I bought Gatorades, which my son drinks Gatorades, and the mini Gatorades, which are about that big. I can't remember the ounces right now, but they usually be about $1. Well, they were actually either 50 cents or 25 cents. So I was actually able to save 20% more off of what they already were. I love saving money. I love it. So I was glad of that. But what I went in there for, which was a micro SD card, they don't sell them anymore. Darn it. So what does that mean for you? Well, it answers the question that was given to me, okay, about saving, and actually does having the club card or the store card actually benefit you. It does. Because if you pay attention to your emails, you pay attention to what comes in the mail, it's beneficial for you because you're saving the money. It's beneficial for you to save the money because you can put purpose to the money that you saved. Now, I didn't get a very big amount of stuff. I spent maybe $27, but that was, I spent the $27 after the 646 that I saved. So when I think about the money that I saved, I always tell people, put purpose to your money. Don't just say, oh, I saved, and you walk away. Put purpose to your savings. If you hadn't saved that money, you would have spent it on the items that you bought. So now that you've saved that money, $6.46, what are you going to do with that? Well, I'm taking advantage. I'm taking advantage of the 52-week Save a Dollar. So at the beginning of the 52-week challenge, which was actually the last few days of December and the first few days of January, you put $1 in an envelope, or you put $1 in savings. You put $1 somewhere, and then the next week you add $1. So you're putting $2 in on top of the $1 that you already have. So you have $3. So it goes on and on and on. You can search it on Google, or you can go to my website, which is 5starfinances.wordpress, and that's 5, the number 5, starfinances.wordpress.com, and you can see what we talked about with the 52-week challenge. But I'm going to take my $6.46, and I'm going to take my $6 and I'm going to put it into the envelope for the 52-week challenge. But I'm going to take my 46 cents, which actually has almost 50 cents, and I'm going to put that in an envelope for the 52-week challenge quarter edition for my grandchildren. So I've been doing a challenge for them as well. Now, that answers that question about the club card. If there's any more questions about the club card, please, you can email me at Coach Dana, which is info@coachdana.biz, or you can email me at 5star@coachdana.biz, which is my other email. Now, one thing, another conversation that came up recently, and I just want to try to make sure I answer all the questions that need to be answered. But one of the things that came up recently was in regards to not just saving money, but what you invest in. Now, I've been in a challenge that actually ends next week, Thursday, and I won't give you any secrets to the challenge or why I'm in the challenge. I won't tell you any of that. But I invested in this challenge really not knowing where my next paycheck, quote unquote, was coming from. No big deal. Let me tell you why. The challenge is this. You have to know that you know that you're going to have more in the end than you have right now. So I invested in the challenge. And the person said to me, you know what, you don't have your 9 to 5 to lean on any longer. No, I do not have my 9 to 5 to lean on any longer. What I'm leaning on is my faith. Okay, so I know that my provisions are taken care of. I also have my coaching business, so I know that my clients, I know that part is taken care of. I know that there's money coming in, but as far as a consistent every 2-week paycheck, none of that any longer, none of that. So I made an investment into a training, challenge, course, class. It's only 2 weeks. And I'm excited that I did that. And I'll tell you why. And I'm answering the question of why is it good to invest or pay for something when you don't know where your next dollar amount is coming from? Because you have to know, and I'm kind of sliding here. I'm looking at the camera. I'm looking at here. Please forgive me. You have to know that what you're investing in is going to give you a turnaround, or a you're going to get back more than what you put out each and every time. Let me just say, let's say my challenge was $200, okay, and what you're taking, or the classes you're taking or whatnot, is actually going to help you to make $400, $500, $600, $700 repeatedly. The $200 means nothing. It's just a start to get you to where you need to be. Now, this $200 is not going to take me into something else I'm going to have to invest in. This has been the most knowledge I've obtained in 2 weeks that I've ever been a part of in so long. Okay, so I'm so glad that I took a part of this. But the return, and that's the word I was looking for, the return that I'll get from what I've obtained from this training course, whatever you want to call it, is going to be triple, quadruple what I invested. So to answer the question that was given to me, or was presented to me, yes, it is very important that you invest in what is going to benefit you in the long run. You have to invest in it right now at the lower rates. Okay, don't wait for a discount, because it may never be a discount. This may be your discount. So invest in it now, so that in 2 or 3 months, when it comes back up again, you'll already be 2 or 3 months ahead from the people that are joining the class now, or joining the class at that particular time. You have to be able to invest in yourself so that you can be ahead of the game. And that is really what the answer to that is. Invest in yourself so that you can be ahead of the game. That's it. That's it. That's all I can say. Let's do some housekeeping here. I know I got started like right off the bat, but I'm excited. I'm excited because this is I think our third or our fourth Saturate Saturday, and I always have to explain to people my background. And I don't have to explain, because I owe no one any explanations, but I do it, and let me tell you why. I am Coach Dana. Okay, and being Coach Dana means I do whatever I need to do with the resources that I have, and I go from there. I'm not going to buy $1 million backdrop to pretend like I'm in an office when I'm not. I'm not going to hide the fact that my camera on my computer is what I use to broadcast this hangout. Yes, we're in a room. The door is closed. You see my chair, this is what I do. I'm utilizing all of my resources. I am dressed, I am dressed. I don't look like I just woke up this morning. And because it's so cold, I did put on my nice, cute little gold and black scarf for today. But I did that, this is who I am. This is what home business owners look like. Okay, not bad, because I'm very attractive, please. But what I'm saying is, I always explain to people what you see, because you think that we as home business owners are walking around with just our flip-flops or house shoes on and our pajama pants and probably not doing anything until the mid part of the day. Not true. Since I have been away from the 9 to 5, I am up and at the money by 8 or 9 o'clock. And yeah, it's an hour later than I need to be, but at least I can drop my son off at school. I can get me a cup of coffee. I can come and sit here. I can do my research for the time being, for the time that I've allotted for myself, and I can relax and do it. And I say to people, it is not what it's cracked up to be. It's more work doing the 9 to 5 than it's more work since I haven't been at the 9 to 5 than it was when I was at the 9 to 5. I have put so much emphasis on building my business and building the brand, Coach Dana, Blessed, Anointed, and Destined, that I just feel like, you know what? This is where I want to be. This is where I should have been for years. And I so ask God to forgive me for not doing what I needed to do all those times over. But again, I said all that to say this is who we are. This is part of my show, the Real Reality Show, technically, because I like my small business owner friends. I like them. They look like they have all these good photo shoots and stuff, and their hair is nice, and they're putting on the facade about wanting people to know, yes, you can do your own business from home, and you can still look this good, and you can still go get your hair and nails done. And you know what? I can. Right now, I'm choosing to build the brand, help the people, and go with the flow. What's wrong with that? Like I said, I'm very attractive, so I am not afraid of anything. I just feel like, yes, you should know. This is what we do. This is no big chandeliers or anything like that, but this is what we do, right? Okay. So, again, I see people, I see viewers, so I'm excited that you're there, viewers. Viewers, the chat is open. Not sure how that works for you. If you see the chat, please go ahead and ask your questions if you have any of Coach Dana, because that's what I'm here for, to answer your questions. Let me just go over to a few other of my pages to see if there's some questions that need to be answered or asked or answered. One thing, let me bring this in. One thing I'd like to encourage people to understand, especially when they're faith-based like I am or faith-filled like I am, one, don't get into arguments about your faith, okay? When you're a business owner that's faith-based and faith-filled like I am, two, don't let people challenge you in a way where you forget who you are. Don't let them do that to you. Don't let them make you feel as though you are less than them. Don't make them let you feel, don't let them make you feel as if you'll never be anything because you're humble and you remember who and where God brought you from. I've had some challenges in the past couple of weeks. I will truly be honest. Anyone who knows me knows that I am transparent. But I've had some challenges over the past couple of weeks, and some people have really left me in a lurk, and feeling like I never helped them. And maybe that's just me. But I try to let the Holy Ghost lead. So I'm really saying to God, I'm dying the flesh daily here, Lord, because this is another challenge. I don't want to be in this place again. But when they left me in the lurk, they caused me to sit back and realize that people, humanoids, okay, people that walk in the flesh daily that don't know how to separate themselves, they are the ones who are not who they say they are. And no, I'm not about to preach a message. I am not. I will save that for the right platform at the right time. I just wanted to share that with you because even as a business owner, as someone who's looking to get coaching services, or you want to build on your business, build your wealth, adjust your lifestyle, really understand who people are. When they show you who they are, that is them. No facade, no mask, no nothing. And I'm praying that you get the strength to get through, because I had to pray to get the strength to get through, and I did. And I had to realize that, yes, I had to go back around this mountain again. And why did I have to go back around the mountain? Not because I should have been climbing the mountain, but I should have been telling the mountain to move. Catch that. So let me go over and see if there's any other questions. You all know we're only here for 30 minutes. So I try to answer as many questions as I can. Um, and la, 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 la. I try to answer as many questions as I can, and also to bring a good understanding to different things for different people. Now, let me share this with you, and I'll tell you this was a question in my couponing group, and I think I answered all those questions last week. Let me just make sure that I did. Let's see. Here's something that was not a question last week Saturday, but something minor that came up later. When you go shopping with your coupons and you have the little coupon holder, and your coupon holder might have 5 to 8 categories or 5 to 8 slots, okay, little folders on the inside. What I want you to do is you want your categories to be as small as possible, as minimal as possible, so that it doesn't look like you're in over your head when you get to the store, you get to the checkout. You don't want to start putting things up on the rack just according to how you have your coupons categorized in your binder, or not your binder, but your coupon holder. If your coupon holder only has 5 things, you only need 5 different categories, and that would be fruits and vegetables, dairy and frozen, meats, which you're not really gonna have meat, so we'll just say fruits and vegetables, dairy, and actually your fruits, your vegetables can be your canned goods. Okay, so you have canned goods, you have dairy and frozen, you have miscellaneous, which I put miscellaneous can be health and body products, as well as maybe breads, because you're not going to have a whole lot of breads. Then I also will have I don't know if I said deli, if I did say deli or not, but if it only has 5 slots, make sure you only have 5 slots. But also make sure that you have the slot for miscellaneous, because miscellaneous can also be cleaning items, items that you rarely eat or that you don't eat. You know, could be just chips and dip or something like that. You could have an item for a section for snacks, but you have to make sure that you're putting things in there, whether they're healthy snacks or they're not healthy snacks. That's totally up to you and how you shop. But I would say limit your categories to how many transactions as well, because you don't want to go into the store and you have 10 of these little coupon things, because these are your different transactions. You have 10 transactions, you have 100 coupons per transaction. It's going to happen, but that's why you have to plan ahead at least a week for your shopping excursion. Let's do some housekeeping on today, which I was trying to do a minute ago, but I didn't get a chance to do. Ha ha ha. I apologize. We offer ad space now on our shows, which right here, Saturate Saturday with Dana. I also have Blog Talk Radio as well as Spreecast. So on all of those shows, we will have ad space. Okay, we will have commercials, is what I'm trying to say. We will have commercials, and I am so thankful that one of our first businesses that purchased or sponsored, to have a commercial and sponsoring our show, ha ha ha, thank you, is Alba's Exclusive Events. Woo! Alba's Exclusive Events is at albasevents.com. They have a great event coming up in August. It's called Summer Night Sky Fashion Show. It's from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. August 16th. Now, they are doing casting right now for designers, models, hairstylists, makeup artists, and photographers as well, I believe. You can contact Alba or her staff over at albaevents@gmail.com. albaevents@gmail.com. Again, it's Summer Night Sky Fashion Show, Saturday, August 16th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. And again, let me tell you, it's going to be off the chain because it was wonderful last year. I know it's going to be great this year. Please go over to her website, albasevents.com, and check out these events. Alba has been in business for quite some time. She is an expert on virtual events as well as in-person live events. And her collaborations with different people have been wonderful and very successful. So with that, that's about it for us. That's about it for us today with Saturate Saturday with Coach Dana. I thank you, viewers, that have been watching, and hopefully next week we will have more questions. We had quite a few questions this time, so I'm glad I was able to answer them here on Saturate Saturday. But again, we're only here for 30 minutes. We want to give you the time to ask your questions, so the group chat is always open, or you can always send me a question at info@coachdana.biz. or at 5star@coachdana.biz, which is strictly about finances. But again, we thank you for being here with us. And I love using this venue because it is so wonderful. Let me also say this to you. One thing you'll learn about Coach Dana is I tell you to utilize all of your resources. When it's time to build on your brand, and you want the lovey-dovey, you want the glitz, you want the glamour. Remember this. Start off with what you have. Utilize what you know. Take what you got and run with it. Because if you wait until you're perfect, someone just might skip you in line. I'm Coach Dana, and this has been Saturate Saturday. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.